Wonderfros, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ebony and I'm just gonna jump right into it because y'all, this video is kind of all over the place. So I'm starting off on blown out hair. This is a mister full of water, the agile leave-in, my tangle teaser, and a rat tail comb. So here I am just splitting my hair off. If you guys would like to see how I blow out my hair, I will link that video above in the eye. But I'm splitting my hair off by my ears and I'm taking the front half and clipping that out of the way. And this is what the back is looking like. Just so you know, it's split again by my ears. I'm splitting the back section into two sections. So this is the lower third, we'll say, that we're working with here. And I went ahead and braided this up off camera because I didn't know if this was actually going to work. As you can see, one of them was a French braid, the other one was just a plait because things were getting difficult for me. So originally I was gonna copy Natural 85's a braid out technique from 7 years ago, but instead of starting off on natural hair, I'm obviously starting off on blown out hair. That was gonna be the only difference. And she does kind of a million little French braids all over her hair. But when I tried to do that on blown out hair, applying the product and everything, my hair just started to revert and it became really hard to do French braids instead of like cornrows. So it became hard and I was just like, this isn't working. Now for me, it's easier to French braid like directly behind my head. So this section was not difficult, but the first two braids that I showed you guys, I was still trying to figure things out. And what I figured out, I stumbled upon this method, is that it's much easier to braid up my hair without product in there and without the reverting process taking place, right? So it dawned on me. I was like, let me see what would happen if I braided my hair up first and then applied the product second instead of applying the product first and then trying to braid it up second. So that is the reverse part, quote unquote reverse part of what I'm talking about. I am just making sure that I am French braiding my hair down here because I want the crinkle to go all the way to my root. But later in the video, I like bounce back and forth because my arms were getting tired and some braids are plaits, some braids are French braids, and like I said, I can't cornrow. So yeah, it's hard, y'all. It was just hard. Now braid outs for me are more time consuming than twist outs, so I do not like to do them often. And this is not a tutorial. Obviously I'm showing you guys what I'm doing. I'm not showing you how to do it. There are a million braiding tutorials on YouTube, so definitely check one of those out if you want to know how to French braid, cornrow, or plait, anything like that. But also this is a chunky braid out. It's not like a regular braid out. I know if you have type 4 hair like me, you might want to do your braids or your plaits or whatever a little bit smaller, but that's actually what I was trying to avoid. So here I took the front half of my hair down and I did a side part. On the one side I just showed you, I did a French braid because I don't know, I think it's a brain thing. It was easy for me to do it, but on this side, I'm doing a regular plait because once again, arms on tired, and I just wasn't trying to feel all the mental energy that it took for me to try and arrange my hands in a certain way. For whatever reason, it just becomes difficult for me when I start like switching directions and then like trying to cross braids over, cross hair over. It was just a lot. So I'm doing the plaits here in the front and I'm making sure that they are kind of the same size as the other braids, but my braids are still kind of different sizes. Some are chunkier than others, but this was an experimental type of a day. So this part I might have messed up on. I figured if I flipped the braid over this way, then the crinkle would go all the way to the root because I would flip my hair back over the other way and all you would see was the crinkle down to the root, not the part that's like flat and straight at the top. I don't know if y'all are gonna understand that completely, but that's why I switched directions for my hair. But yes, I still planned on keeping the other side part. And so I'm just braiding it all the way down here. Whenever I would get to the end, I would just twist if I was running out of hair and I would just try and make sure that it wouldn't unravel. So then you're gonna take your mister. This is the reverse part, you guys. I was still not sure if this is gonna work at this point, but take your mister and kind of like go ham with the water, but not to the point where you re-drench your hair. And then take your product and kind of like press it in, like squeeze it into your hair instead of putting it on first, but just making sure that your hair is not saturated, but damp and full of product. And I also put perm rods on the ends to make sure that things don't unravel also. So here you can see this is what the ends of my hair are looking like. They have a cute little curl on the ends, and I am just starting to unravel the braids Still not sure if this is gonna work, but what I will say is that part of the magic of this method is that, girl, the drying time is like non-existent. If I had to put product in my hair and my hair had been wet or even damp and I braided it up, you guys know it takes forever for your hair to dry that way. At least my hair, it will lock in the water and legit would stay in there for like 2 or 3 days. So braid outs trying to dry out is hard. But this dried overnight, simple, easy, straight to the point.
Oh my God, it's working, it's working. Oh, it's working. This is so cool, this is so cool. And it's so soft and fluffy. Crazy. Now, this was the braid where I actually put the product on first and then did the little French braid all the way down, like the original Natural 85 tutorial, and I don't like how this came out. So that, it's okay, you know, it's okay. But it definitely, I don't know, it just didn't come out as good. Obviously, I didn't know what I was doing like that, but don't like this side as much.
What I will also say is that this is a fluffy, voluminous, and soft hold type of a style. So if you want something more crunchy with more definition that's gonna last, I wouldn't go for this method necessarily, but this is definitely day one fabulous if that's what you're looking for.
You guys, I am so hyped that this is working right now. This is a game changer, y'all. This is a game changer. It just made everything so much easier.
Now, I did not put anything extra on my hands. You can put oil on your hands if you want to kind of lessen the frizz, because I do think some parts did frizz up on me. And the more I do this, I definitely think the better off it will be. I'll get like the water and the product ratio down to where it could last a little bit longer, or it still has the same amount of drying time, because again, do not re-drench your hair. But this is what things are looking like for me, and I'm absolutely in love, okay? The shine is still there, the fluff, the volume, a little bit of frizz is okay, and it definitely was one of the easiest times I've had braiding up my hair, like not kidding. And I slowed this part down here so you guys can see this is the flip that I was talking about. On the one side of the braid, it's a little straighter because it's a plait and it's not all the way down to the root. But on the other side of the braid, I feel like it did go all the way down to the root. So I'm trying to flip it here and it's just causing more frizz. It just like immediately like poofed up on me. So, you know, that wasn't fabulous, but oh well. We just gotta work out the kinks, boo. But as for the rest of the method, down with the goals.
I might have single-handedly just ruined the style based off this parting, but boo, the rest of it. Can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. This worked. Good. Oh, this works so good. Oh, and look, it's so fluffy. Oh, this worked good. Oh, I love this so much more. I love this so much more. So, final spin, like I said, parting in the front is a little crazy. She looking crazy because I was just doing too much in this video. But now that I know this method works for future reference, I will definitely be doing this again, because this was everything. This was so easy. Oh my God, this was so easy. Okay, so here we go. Final spin, we're going this way. For the most part, the fluff from the blowout is still here. Like, that's what I love so much about this, because it's so airy and it's still flowy. And this volume, I mean, yes, boo. Yes, on every level. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. This looks so good. This looks so good.
Ultimately, I love the results. Again, I'm gonna have to get some of the kinks out, but I will be trying this again, boo, because this reverse braid out method is everything. Let me know if you guys give it a try down below in the comment section, or if you're interested. And if you do, don't forget to tag me. Remember to let your spirit, soul, and hair stay lifted, like an Afro puff, and thumbs up the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe so you don't miss any more videos from me. And if you do, then I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.